Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw is the movie that I never thought I would review. But here we are. Where do I start with this film? First off, it's good. It is really damn fucking good. It's enjoyable, is what it is. It's not a deep, convoluted movie. You don't need to think whilst you're watching it at all. You can pretty much just turn your brain off for about two and a bit hours, and just watch two hunky, bold white people beat up a bold black guy. That's the kind of movie that you're watching, and you basically sign up for it the moment you buy the tickets to watch the picture. It's so brilliant in how stupid it is, and it commits the whole way. There is a scene halfway through the movie where they're on a plane, and out of nowhere just Kevin Hart shows up, and he does nothing throughout the whole movie. He's just there like, let me be a part of your trio, let me be a part of your trio. And it's like, did they think that was it's a brilliant idea. It's brilliant, but it has nothing to do with the plot. Roman Reigns is in this movie. You best believe he doesn't say a word. His purpose that he serves is he swings around this like hammer, and he beats a few people up at the end of the film. That he serves barely any purpose. But why do you need Roman Reigns in your movie to be an extra? He's essentially an extra in this movie. Roman Reigns is essentially an extra in this movie. He serves no purpose other than to beat some people up. Like, the way that Dwayne Johnson was going about on his Twitter, on his Instagram, he was like, Roman Reigns is going to be such a big part of this movie, he's playing my brother. And it's like, no, you have about 300 brothers, and Roman Reigns just happens to be one of them. Oh man. Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson play Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson. It's your standard fare. If you enjoyed Fast and Furious 8, you're going to enjoy this, because it's equally as ridiculous, if not more so. And the main villain literally has superpowers. He literally calls himself Black Superman in the movie. And there is a scene where Dwayne Johnson's character is called, called Lucas Rebecca Hobbs. Like, he essentially says, you're going to cause genocide, and Idris Elba's remark back is, genocide schmenocide. This is the kind of movie that you're walking into. It's classic cheeseball 90s fun. It halfway through it does kind of, drag a little bit. Well, it doesn't really drag, it's like chunks of the movies are missing. The movie is missing. It's like, yeah, you can see where 15 minutes was cut from there. You can see where 15 minutes was cut from here. That would have probably helped if that was in. But on the other hand, Dwayne Johnson levers a helicopter by holding a chain, and he's able to like hold on to the thing. It's like, this man is not superhuman. I know Captain America was able to hold a helicopter, but that's because he has super strength. It's not canon, and it's not plot, that Dwayne Johnson has super strength in the Fast and Furious cinematic universe. But somehow he does. He like, in Fast and Furious 8, he was able to like shove a nuclear missile into a submarine. In this one, he like lassos a helicopter with a chain and manages to pull it to the ground. Also, somehow he is stronger, or there is no point in this movie where it shows the sheer strength that Idris Elba's character has. Maybe he lifts a car, but he doesn't lift a car, he holds the car. We also saw Vin Diesel lift a car in Fast and Furious 7, so it's not like that's an amazing feat. He did lift a car, but also Dwayne Johnson punched a guy like halfway across the room. Like, the examples of strength is that Dwayne Johnson, the guy with no superpowers, or the guy who's playing a guy with no superpowers, is stronger than the guy with superpowers. I've talked a lot about Dwayne Johnson's character. Jason Statham is you know, God knows why they're like this guy, the guy that tried to kill everyone in Fast and Furious 7, the guy who literally worked with terrorists, the guy who blew up Dominic Toretto's house, the guy who killed Han. He's going to be the one we're going to work with to save the world. On 2 occasions now. Why? Because it's Jason Statham, we need more bold people to be, like, protagonists in our franchise, in our cinematic universe. We've got Vin Diesel, who, you know, isn't in this. They don't have Vin Diesel in this, but they have Ryan Reynolds, who makes an appearance and does absolutely nothing. We have Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's in the movie for no reason other than it's Kevin Hart. We have like references to other works that these actors have been in. Dwayne Johnson references Moana. There's a reference to The Italian Job. If anyone remembers The Italian Job starring Jason Statham, there's a reference for that in there for you. Oh boy, there is actually a lot in this movie to digest. The action is bombastic and it's fun, and it's so cheesy 90s action movie, action comedy fun that you can't really fault it. There's nothing you can say that, yeah, it's just blatantly bad, because it commits wholeheartedly to what it wants to be, and what it wants to be is not a serious product. It's wholeheartedly like your Rambos, your Terminators, your Predators. It's like that. Essentially is, yeah, the Italian Job, but it's so much, you know, more cheesy than that, and it hams it up, and there's literally a scene where Dwayne Johnson is like in this golfer's uniform, and they're trying to remain anonymous, and so Jason Statham's character has decided to give everyone names, and and Dwayne Johnson's, and Luke Hobbs, who Dwayne Johnson plays, has been given the name Mike Oxmall, and yeah, you know, hilarity ensues. But there's a scene where he's dressed up as a golfer and he's on this plane, and he's like literally smiling at everyone, saying, "Hey, how are you? Hi. Hey there. Hi. I like your babushka." It's like it's so stupid. It works And it's like if you just had that one moment, then it's like if you just had that one moment of cheese, it wouldn't work and it would fall flat on its face. If you just had that one thing that's cheesy, it would just fall flat on its face. That's the thing that Fast and Furious movies do so well. They commit so much to the cheese factor of the movies that they can do more with how cheesy they are than any other movie can. Like the ending of Fast and Furious 7, the send-off that Paul Walker got is so amazing and so heartfelt that they ham everything up. That's why it's so heartfelt, because they put every cheesy send-off thing that they could do, they did. They had him staring off into the sunset. They had Vin Diesel give his monologue. They had they had the drive off into the sunset. They had Paul Walker wind his window down and going, "One last ride." And that's why the Fast and Furious movies are so genius, because they commit to every cheesy moment. I will not stand here and say that they're amazing movies, because they're not. And I won't say that it's got a really talented cast behind it, because Vin Diesel, oh man, no. I know this was supposed to be a review of Hobbs and Shaw, but it's become more of a review of the Fast and Furious cinematic universe. And it is a cinematic universe. So now we have a spin-off movie. Well, we have two spin-off movies. We have Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, The Fast and the Furious, Furious 5, or Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6, Furious 7, Fate of the Furious, and Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. That's... Wait a minute. What the hell? Yeah, that's 9 movies. There are now more Fast and Furious movies than there are Star Wars movies. Wait, no, there isn't, because Rogue One and Han Solo. Forget that analogy. There's more Fast and Furious movies than there are mainline Star Wars movies, which is a sight. And I think they've probably made more money. Maybe. Together, the Fast and Furious movies have made just under less. They are number 10 of the top 10 film franchises, the top 10 most grossing film franchises. Number 1 is obviously the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I think number 4 is just the Avengers movies on their own. But number 10 is Fast and Furious. Number 9 is the DC Cinematic Universe, which is hilarious to me, because it's like this stupid cinematic universe of attractive people driving in fast cars. These stupid car movies are almost as popular as Batman fighting Superman. That will never get old. There's only one day when the Fast and Furious franchise tops the DC Cinematic Universe, and that's going to be a sight to behold. It's going to be a sight to behold. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say on Hobbs and Shaw. It's a really fun, really cheesy movie. If you like that, you will like this. But to enjoy the movie, you do need to be committed from the first minute of the movie. You have to be like, this is the world that we're in. Anything could happen. We're back in the 90s, we're watching a 90s movie. Let's just commit. That's the mindset you have to be in when you watch this movie, and if you're not, then you're probably not going to enjoy it. If you want to pick holes in it, you want to be like, well, why is he super strong when he doesn't have the thing in him? Or is there super strength in this, and why is there a connection between these two when we've never seen this character before, and why do we care? If you're going to ask those questions, then this isn't the movie for you. Go watch The Lion King. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, Hobbs and Shaw. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's a really solid movie. That's all I have to say, really. I will see you guys in the next video. Check out all my social media links in the description below. Peace.